Hello. Good morning. I'm waiting on someone, so as soon as they come in, I've got to run downstairs. But I wanted to go ahead and get the live started because I've got a really limited time this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get my things. I want to do some grid work this morning around all the shit that's happening, and I've got someone coming in to pay for their Kashanati and grab something before they leave town. And I've got a 10:30 coming in, so I feel a little rushed this morning, and I have a wedding to have a lot going on. Good morning, Robin. But I really want to do some grid work around what's going on. There's so much happening, and we really need to connect to that, do some work around it. Namaste. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Raya Beth. Good morning. And so, I need this golden healer today. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Chelsea. So as soon as she gets here, I'll run downstairs and take care of that. But we need to, I'm going to say this while we're getting everybody in here. We're going to do some grid work around all the stuff that's happening, all the unrest. Now, that being said, we are not going to get political. We are not going to get revved up about it, because our job is to connect to the grid, okay, and send healing energy, peace, balance, centeredness, justice, whatever we need to send, but we do not need to participate in the battle, okay? So it doesn't matter. Good morning, Chad. What our opinion is, it doesn't matter. This is not about size. This is not about who's right and who's wrong. This is not what we're doing here. We are in here to come to the center and work on the grid and bring resolution, bring these issues, because they're popping off all over. And when we participate in the fear or the battle, we feed the problem, and that is not our job. That is not what we're doing in here, okay? We have been preparing ourselves for work like this. We have been healing ourselves, calming our own issues down so that we are not reactive when we come in to do this work. Yes, don't build their kingdoms. When we respond in fear, when we begin to fight the wars, okay, this is not about sides. That is not what we are doing in here. That is not why we chose to come here at this time, okay? We chose to come here at this time to do this work right here, okay? We're going to connect to the grid, and we're going to heal and work on the unrest that is rampant across the planet. Okay, I know there's a lot of passionate people about this is right, this is wrong, this is red, this is blue, this is right, this is left. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's not what we're doing. All right. Now, what is our ethical role? Our ethical role is to send energy, the proper energy, to the situation. That's what we're doing, right? When we battle our energy, let me explain it to you, okay? When we go to war for peace, we are pushing out war to the grid, and we're feeding the problem. So we come in the center, okay? And we work in that energy, and we bring balance to the grid. All right, thank you for the butterfly, Jamie. I think that was Jamie. Right? And that's what we're doing. We are going to have, this is not political for us. We are not here to fight about politics. We are not here to chat about anything, about any of that. We are here to do healing grid work. Yes. Peaceful dragons. Healing dragons. You would not pour gasoline on a fire, right? So, good morning, Connie. That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and we will go ahead and get connected. I know I'm waiting on someone to come in. She's going to swing by. Miss Maria, y'all probably know who I'm talking about from the comments. All right. So let's go ahead and make our statement. I only allow that which is in harmony with my true being. This puts your higher self in complete control of the energetic codes and the energetic that come in, and the energy that comes into your energetic field. All right. We'll go ahead and set up our grid. I'm going to have to get up as soon as she gets here and run downstairs for just a moment. But we can get the grid started, and as I go downstairs, y'all can continue to push the energy. Okay, let's get connected. All right, let's light up this grid across the planet. Push your energy into the earth right where you are. England, yes. Michigan, Texas, Chicago, Indiana. Good morning, Bonnie. Pennsylvania, Maryland, Knoxville, Tennessee, Missouri, San Diego, Oregon. I'll be in Oregon next week. Pennsylvania, California. There you go. Montana, Scotland. Hello, Arizona, Maine, Nebraska, Oklahoma. Good morning, Wisconsin. North of France, Chicago, Kansas, Vancouver. All right, we are doing absolutely, we're going to tap into this grid. We're very specifically going to work on the unrest that's going on around the planet Utah. It's not just in the United States. Thank you. Yes, I did. It connects my heart chakra and my throat chakra. Making sure that everything I speak is truth, love, and compassion. And that's what we're doing in here. We are sending truth, love, and compassion to the grid today. We are not fighting a battle with one side or the other. That is not our job. Our job is to be in the center. We are not we are tapping directly into the grid. Good morning, Fia. We're bringing healing to the unrest that is happening. It's a ceiling fan. There's a lot happening. So when you're hearing these stories, when you hear about all the things that are going on, I'm going to ask all of you to take that moment, connect to the earth, and start sending this energy, this healing energy to the grid immediately when you feel and you're sensing all these things that are happening. Happy Friday the 13th. We have a lot going on in our planet. Y'all know how to do this at this point. That's what we've been doing in here. So when all this begins to happen or comes into your awareness, connect immediately. Thank you, Wendy. Connect and bring this energy, this healing, calming, peaceful, loving energy to the grid. Yes, you really do, Evie. I will send you some energy too, Minty. You just get connected in here and say, I only allow that which is in harmony with my true being. No, not the ley lines necessarily. It's the consciousness grid. I love that. It's the collective grid. When we come in here and we all connect and we push our energy into the earth, we connect a grid of healing, and this healing goes through the whole grid. There's a lot happening. Thank you for the heartbeat, Jonathan. If you will recall, I got a channeled message a couple of months ago about all the timelines lying on top of one another. And so a lot of the things that we are experiencing are unresolved karma, unresolved things from the past, and it's all laying on top of this timeline. We're seeing it happen. So when we pause and we take this time and we connect to it, and we're able to resolve it within ourselves, first of all, by not responding with a battle, not responding with fear, not responding with war, not responding with those things, right? We're responding with peace and resolution. And so we are healing timelines as we do this. When we connect to the grid, we have to remain very neutral in these situations and connect to them to bring resolution to them, because it's not just this timeline that we're experiencing right now. We're experiencing multiple timelines of past things that never got resolved because we got caught in a loop. You know how we got caught in a loop? Because we continue to fight, we continue to battle, we continue to fight, we continue to battle, and so it just keeps us in a loop. Boom, 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 boom. So we have to come to the center of this situation, and we do that by doing exactly what we're doing right here. Okay, there, she's here. I'll be right back. 430, so let me write that down. I'll send you a receipt. Right. I'll send you a receipt. I was afraid. I was like, shit, I hope she doesn't think I'm not. No, I was doing it. I just went ahead. I've got, I've got an appointment at 10:32, so, yeah. 7062, that happens for sure.
Shoot, I keep forgetting. Can you go back? Or no, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll have to do another one.
That's fine.
But that's cool. That's fine. You said. Yeah, make sure you get your. I'm glad you did. Glad you came.
And his sleep, usually he shifts his sleep into
Oh.
and he loved beach. He actually laid in the sand for half an hour. And then came back until
Okay.
and we do like sessions after that.
Yes. All right. Awesome. Then. It's good to see you.
I will see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Yeah. Y'all have a safe trip home.
Thanks.
Give me another. Love y'all. Y'all be careful.
Bye.
Okay. Sorry about that. Thank y'all for waiting. So, what I'm saying, let's get reconnected. We got caught in these loops, okay? Because of unresolved things in our subconscious that we came into this lifetime with. So we have been in here working on all of those things so that we could come into this time to connect to this grid in this moment. And we are healed and untriggered because we've been working on ourselves. Oh no, I think you misunderstand who God is. Oh yeah, Jesus is my friend too. But I am God because Jesus said so. Right, so that's what we're doing. Yes, my love. Have you not? Yes, we are all God. Yes. And Jesus said, don't you know that ye are gods, and you will do greater things than even I? Your Bible says that you are gods, and you persecute me for saying I am God. Those are the red letter words, boo. Jesus. I'm not here to battle doctrines or dogmas. You are welcome to your beliefs, my love. But when your beliefs come against my sovereignty, Maria. You'll get there. Do you know what the word repent means? It means go beyond your mind. It's grossly mistranslated. And y'all, these imposter pages are really out this morning. A friend of mine's like, I've already gotten 2 messages from you from 2 different pages. We're really great. We learned this from Ghostbusters. Just staying calm today in this grid. I love that so much. Thank you for the follow, Inez. So I'm going to give you guys homework. Connecting to the earth. Good morning, Sandra. Connecting to the grid. Just imagine it in front of you, right? Connect to it. And send all this loving, healing, peaceful, calm, centered, justified energy, right? I call on the Archangel Shamael. I call on the Archangel Raguel. I call on the Archangel Michael. Ora sotia tia nur da porta kiatoria sopardagnor. Tire soportador di kia sorbatria con ma prea satataria corpatria cor. Shoto marcor basia cordia tora soportador. Shatriato poco matria canitia solator brocomasha shikitoria. Proso cometia to sopra cadria morsotoria kia. Shatriano bacordiatoria satotriano. Procopa prea saltaria kia sototo. Yo sorta coria dorsanoti. Tre shotototia. Trikia toriano. Presiconati satotoria copa pariasa. Iacortia noriante. Shatoti pre. Trisotorso. Procomati. Trisitio. Troportia cortor sataria. Trikiatati. Shatotomaya. Procomaya. Tricasiteria. Torlacantria. Satoto. Paracopa. Iekiyasa. Yautoromai. Hirator. Prekiti. Prasoprano. Trocopano. Tri. Sopracona. Sorpalea. Tre. Corpapa. Tre. Sortatia. Tropaca. Ora Shatatoria hiki yasaria hopa kariasi. Shatateria hoka pariasi. Huatria copadria hurtakia. Yatoria hopa paria. Yakataria to. Treco paparia copa paria to coparia. Hua. Satoto. Yes. If you have light language, now's the time to channel that. Let's turn it on. I want y'all to understand we have connected to timelines, not just time crystals here. Thank you, Chad, for that. I connect to every being that is suffering in this energy. I connect to every being that is suffering in this energy. I connect to every being that is suffering in this energy. Do not fear. Fear's the trap. I connect to every being that is suffering with this energy. You chose to come here at this time, very specifically, for this work. When we fear, fear is belief. Fear and faith are the same thing. Fear is the belief that something's going to harm you, and faith is the belief that something's going to help you. I wrote that down one day because I never noticed that. And I noticed the word belief is clearly giving me instructions. I need you to listen if you've never heard this. It's very clearly giving me instructions. It's telling me to belief, L-I-E-F. Now, I've never noticed that before, so I looked up belief. I looked up L-I-E-F. Do you know what L-I-E-F means? It means love. That word literally means be love. And I got a whole download, and I said, all right, Spirit, so what you're telling me is fear is not a legitimate belief. And then I was like, so you're telling me fear is a liar and fear is my enemy? And Spirit said, no. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is your guide, showing you where you need love. This is why the angels always said, fear not when they show up, because they come embodied in your biggest fear to guide you to your greatest strength. You are being guided to your greatest strength right now, and your greatest strength is what we are doing here. That word, what does it mean? It means be love. What is love? Love is God. Be God already. All the powers that be understand that your belief is the creative power. And when you believe their stories of fear, they harvest your belief, and you build their kingdoms, because your belief is the creative power. So we do not believe in anything here except sovereignty and what we are doing here. So we are staying in the center of whatever's going on. No matter what happens, we will not be afraid. We will be God in the situation. We will be love in the situation, because that is the only thing that is going to change these situations. And so we are connecting to the grid and being God, and we are putting God energy into the grid, not fear. Any moment when you feel fear, pause, root yourself down, take a breath, and be God. Fear not. These are the angels guiding you to your strength, okay? We are here for this reason. Be God. Hold the line. Yes, hold the line, hold the love. Fur satya koramortia, trosopra konoria, trositikiator. Shotopriya, korpatiti sototoma. We do not build their kingdoms. I know it is. I know it is, Boo. I know it. I know it's hard not to be fearful right now. Observe it. Send it love. I know there's a lot, especially in that area. And that's what we're doing right now in this collective. We are connecting to the grid. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. 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 Sun, moon, earth, infinity, I am thee, plus the stars. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. Ra ma da sa sa se so hung. It's a mantra. It means sun, moon, earth, infinity. I am the. I'm basically saying I am that I am, which is the name of God, which is also my name and your name. Thank you for the follow, Holly. I want you to tap into your greatest memory, your happiest memory, your most loving memory, that moment of your life where you felt so happy and so joyful or so at peace or so in love. I want you to tap into that moment right now, and I want you to just make that energy. I want you to think about that moment and just generate that energy inside of you. Just generate it out. And I want you to tap into that energy all day and just send it out to the universe. Spiritual law of attraction is always working. We are putting that into the, think about your greatest moments. Don't think about don't get caught in the story, okay? Pause and go to that moment inside of yourself where you were the most happy, where you were the most excited, where you were the most joyful, where you were the most in love. And remember that moment over and over and let it play over and over and over. And let that energy just seep out of you into the grid. You understand? Let it seep out of you into the grid. That is our job. Their job is to scare you. Their job is to make you afraid and believe their stories and start writing their stories with your imagination, which is the most powerful fucking thing you have. It is your magic, and they're taking it with fear. Don't do that. I want you to tap into the best moment of your life. The moment that you were super excited about something, that moment where your baby was born, that moment where you got married, that moment where you met that person you fell in love with, that moment you remembered who you are. Tap into it over and over and over and over and over again, and just send that energy into the grid all day today, all day today. We are here to do this grid work. Feel the feeling of knowing. If you know, you know. Yes. Feel the feeling of knowing. Yes. Thank you, Bonnie. Feel the feelings. The feeling. Write the story. We are rewriting the story. Don't write theirs. You're awesome, Marky Mark. The moment you got divorced, freedom, boom, 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 freedom. Yes, that's a really good feeling to feel. Liberation, yes, feel all those things, yes. It's not enough. What did you say? If enough of us unplug. Yes, if enough of us unplug from their storyline and start building this one, hey, guess what we're doing? We're creating a new timeline. We're healing the old timelines, and we're creating a new one. We're healing the old ones and creating the new one, the one that we're supposed to have. We're not supposed to relive these old timelines over and over and over again. Don't get caught in the loop. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why we all found one another in this moment. This is what we're doing here. This is why you came. This is why you incarnated during this time, to stop the loop and move up. I want you to think about the unilome, right? The unilome goes shoom, 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 and then it goes do, 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 do. And we're here to do this do, 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 do. We're breaking the circle. We're breaking the loop, and we're ascending. And we got to do it. We got to be mindful of our frequency. We got to be mindful of our mind. Mind your mind. Make sure your belief is not being harvested by the wrong storyline. And this is the work we're going to be doing for a little while now. Mind your belief. Your belief is your God power. Don't give your belief away to the wrong story. You can watch a movie without believing it's real. Don't build their kingdoms. Absolutely. The moment you feel fear, I want you to root down and think and be God. Take your power back and channel your greatest joy, your greatest love, your greatest peace. Y'all, we're the woo-woos, right? We know that manifestation is about the way you're feeling. And they know that too. So they're making you feel some kind of way. And your imagination kicks in and starts writing a story based off what they're telling you. And you're generating all these strong emotions, all this magical energy, writing their stories. Stop. Let's stop. Stop doing that. Take your power back. Take your feelings. Take your belief. And let's heal this motherfucker once and for all, okay? Let's do that. That's why we're here, y'all. We gotta raise the frequency to see it, boo, because it's already here. It's already here. Energy healer that says motherfucker is exactly right. It's gonna go on my epitaph. It's gonna be on my tombstone. Pastor that says fuck. I'm not a pastor anymore, but now it's gonna say energy healer that says motherfucker, right? It's gonna be on my tombstone. Thank you, Lindsay. 144. That's perfect. Yeah. Motherfucking grid worker up at her. Yes, Leb. Oh man, I love it. Yes. I gotta approve that. Passion, love, and spiritual communication. Yes. Generate the correct frequencies. That's our job. That's our job. Our job is to generate the correct frequencies. We're not here to fight their war. We're not here to build their kingdoms. We're not here to make them money because war is a business for them. Be the divine. Be God. That's why we're here. That's why you came. Wake up. Remember why you came here. Remember why you came here. Thank you for the follow. Yes. Yes, I love it too, Crystal. I love seeing all of y'all so connected and supporting one another. It's powerful. It's so powerful. And there's not any competition in this family, and I love it. Everybody's just like, hey, let me send you all the excellent energy. Let me support you in you being you. Yes, the grid is absolutely glowing. Gold. It's gold. to every being that is suffering with this energy. I connect to every being that is suffering with this energy. I connect to every being that is suffering with this energy. Whoa. Wow. That's really true, Jonathan. Ora tortico morto soto cors. Soto porno corportis. Shatoriato. Yakura norsi. Shatamba. Waratia coramos. When you see or sense or you're speaking with someone who is afraid, do tongue lin. I connect to every being that is suffering with this energy. Pull that energy into that beautiful, strong, powerful heart chakra of yours and wrap it in your light, whatever color that is. I use the violet flame. I use violet, whatever that color is for you. Wrap it. Transmute it. And send it back out through your breath. You are a tree. You are the tree of life. You are the healing trees planted in this timeline to transmute the poison to life. That is why you're here. You are not here to feed their stories. You're not here to drink their poison. You're here to transmute it. Remember that. You become a tree, Moon Song. You're not given the ability to feel it without the ability to heal it, right? When you feel it, you imagine that you are a tree, root down into the earth, breathe in that energy. You can imagine that it's dark. You can imagine that it's whatever. My llama says she imagines that it's black smoke. She breathes it in, wraps that light around it, and breathes it back out. Just like a tree transmutes carbon monoxide to oxygen, you are transmuting fear to love. War to peace. And you say, I connect to every being that is suffering with this energy. And when you say, I connect to every being that is suffering with this energy, you immediately connect to the grid. You connect to the collective consciousness. And you bring all of that into that beautiful healing heart that you have, that you came onto this planet with, because that is your superpower. That is why you can feel, because you can heal. Remember? You are the tree of life. Be the tree of life, not the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That's a tree that is divided. That is the divided tree of life. And they have got you divided because you're judging what's good and what's evil instead of just healing the whole goddamn thing. You are powerful beings. Be powerful. Powerful healers. Heal. Alright guys, I have an appointment at 10:30. I had to get in here and get it hard. So, what are you doing today? You are healing the grid. connecting to the grid and being your most powerful, your most joyful, your most peaceful, your most loving self. You're going to radiate. You're like, I want you to see the crystal grid. I want you to see it. Okay, I want you to think about, I want you to see that crystal that is you going, it's vibrating with that perfect love. And all the lines that are attached to that crystal are going, and then the next crystal lights up and goes, just like tuning forks. You are the crystal tuning forks. You are the crystal grid. Make sure your crystal is vibrating with healing frequencies. Your energy affects the whole grid. Remember your healing timelines, past, present, and future. Because you are badass. And I love you. And I have to get off here. Let's ground this energy. All right, guys. This is what you've been working for. This is why you're here. I love you very much. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Go be the powerful, divine healers and unicorns that you are.